Hi everyone. Today I'm gonna make some barley vegetable soup with infused with turmeric and some other spices which are very good for digestion and other stuff. And also I'm gonna make some barley water. Well, barley is very ancient grain, and people have started using incorporating in their diet recently. But in East, it has been it's being widely used. They try to incorporate barley into their food most often compared to the Western world. Now, what is this grain is all about? So, barley, like any other grain, it's rich in fiber and it also has lots of potassium component in it, and barley also aids in reducing the blood pressure. And if some old women, if they're going through some menopause or etc., it will aid in calcium deposits for them. And also it is basically it's for bone health, I would say. And if you take it as liquid, I mean in the form of barley water, just which I'm going to show you guys, it aids in detoxification. Barley is usually easy on stomach, and barley water especially helps in replenishing the electrolytes. If you're going for gym, or you're coming back after a big sweaty run, you can take barley water. It's very good. It's quite natural. So alright. So if you guys are planning for some weight management, you can take barley as a diet, as one of your major diet, because as I've said, like it has lots of fiber content because it's a grain, and it also has lots of protein, around like 23.6 grams. I'm not so sure, but it has lots of proteins, a less amount of fat, and it also lowers the cholesterol level in your body. It is very good for your heart and as well as soul everywhere. So let's go and make our barley dishes today. Alright, so these are our beautiful colorful ingredients which we are going to use today for our barley vegetable soup. So what I have taken is few spinach. You can take baby spinach, kale, whatever you have. The basic idea is to have lots of iron content today in our soup. And I've taken some fresh carrots, or if you have frozen, that's fine too. And for herb part, I've taken some rosemary, some mint, and some bay leaf. All right. So of course here is our barley. So you can pick it up from your local market, or if you can lay hand on any organic one, you can grab that as well. So this is our chopped onions, and I've taken some olive oils, and we need some salt to taste today. And I've taken some turmeric as well as pepper. So there's a fun fact here. Basically, turmeric, as we all know, it contains lots of antioxidant, and it helps in proper digestion and weight loss, etc. But there is an important component in turmeric called as curcumin, which aids in lots of medical conditions, and that's the main ingredient which helps in antioxidant and etc. So if you take it on its own, turmeric will not be absorbed completely in our body, but with the help of some pepper, whether it's black or white, whatever the pepper, it helps in absorption around like 2000%. Claimed and approved that turmeric and pepper goes hands in hand. So try to incorporate turmeric whenever you use turmeric in your food. Use a pinch of pepper to it. It will help you to reap the full potential benefit of turmeric. And you will also need some broth as well. Either you can make your own vegetable stock, or you can go to market and pick the stock of your own choice. So I'm adding some olive oil now over here, like 1 to 2 spoons you can add, and after that let it heat for some time. And once we have added the olive oil, we're going to add some chopped onions to it. So I'm adding some onions. So you can add some salt, probably around like quarter spoon salt into our pot. Why I'm adding salt now itself is that because I want to take out the moisture from the onion so that it's going to cook well soon. So that's the main reason I'm like adding the salt now. So I've added the spinach over here, so everything is in. The heat should be in a medium to low. So rosemary actually gives you. You can add rosemary as like in a full form, or you can cut it into pieces and add it. So why I'm adding rosemary is that it has very good antioxidant property, and as well as rosemary gives you good smell to your soup while you're eating. So it is like, it's very funny. I mean, the smell with the soup is very good actually. So that's the main reason I'm adding rosemary. And next I'm going to add some herbs of mint and bay leaf as well. Bay leaf actually in most of the Indian foods we do add. Okay. Next I'm going to add my barley. You can add either in a dry format like this, or you can soak it overnight. Also you can add. Today for now I'm going to add it in a dry format. I have washed it and I've dried it and I've kept here. So I'm going to add now my barley here. So I'm adding now 1 cup. So I'm just going to nicely coat with all the herbs and vegetables, whatever we've added. Next comes our turmeric powder. You can add like around like quarter spoon to whatever the extent you can manage the turmeric powder. You can add, I'm adding now quarter spoon of turmeric powder, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm adding some pepper to it. So I'm adding like 1:1 ratio. It's really up to you. Just try and experiment it. So I see, add like, if you're adding 2 parts of turmeric, add like 1 part of the black pepper. So the next one, I'm going to add broth now. Wow, I'm getting lots of good aromatic smell here. I wish you guys could smell it actually. So I'm adding around like 3/4 cup. So I have now boiled my barley. So it took around like 20 minutes. It's like very, you can see it's sort of very fluffy. So I have transferred our boiled barley into the blender. You can actually mortar pestle it, and before transferring you can remove your rosemary and as well as your bay leaves, or if you want to add it, it's okay. It's I mean, it's not bad for your health. Either ways it's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water into it. So there's 2 options. You can either eat barley like this cooked barley on its own, or if you want it to be a very smooth and textury and you want to have it like a soup consistency, you can blend it. So it's really up to your choice. So that's it guys, we have come to the end of our great barley soup. So I've just like made into this consistency. So whatever the consistency you want, you can try it and eat it. It is 100% nutritious. It's very good for your health on the whole, and during winter times especially, it's like very warm, filled with lots of fibers. We've added like lots of veggies and spinach as well to it, so it's worth it. So you can make it on a lot, like it will take it'll like stay for at least for 3 to 4 days, even to a maximum of 1 week. So please do enjoy this soup, and I'll come up with our barley water in our next videos. Thank you so much. Wishing you all good health and happiness. Bye bye, take care.